Do you know what you don't know? This is Gustavo Dantas and welcome to vlog number 20. The last video I shared with you the theory of the confidence and competence loop, where I mentioned that more competent or even more confident you get in a skill or knowledge that you're developing, better chances you have to become more or even more confident. And more confident you get if you are open to new perceptions, new ideas, better chances you have to strengthen this confidence and competence loop. And today, I'm going to share with you the 4 stages of competency, which are the 4 stages of learning of any skill or knowledge you desire. So if you are not only interested, but committed to growing, evolving, not only as an athlete, but as a human being, this video is for you. I would like to imagine and visualize what are the most common places that you commute to. Maybe driving, walking, bicycle, subway, doesn't matter. Maybe it could be home, work, home, academy, home, school, just a place that you go very often. I guarantee you that at one point in your life you didn't even know the existence of this address and you needed to get there. So most likely either someone gave you some instructions, or maybe, especially nowadays, you're looking at GPS, got the instructions, okay, I go here, make a right, got it. Next day, you had to do all over again. And now, since you already experienced the first time, you don't have to look at the GPS as often, start getting to a point, okay, oh, this is the exit, got it. And you kept doing this over and over and got to a point that you became competent enough to not even look into the GPS. And if you've done this over and over again for a long period of time, you get to a point that maybe one day you got to your destination, maybe you're driving and you got there and you tell yourself, man, I don't even know how I got there. It just came in an autopilot, not even paying attention. What I just did, I just described the 4 stages of competency of learning any skill or knowledge. And the first one is unconscious and incompetent. You didn't know that you didn't know. You didn't know the existence of the address. So of course, you're going to be unconscious and incompetent. Now leads to the second stage. Now you are conscious and incompetent. Now you know that you don't know. Now, but you are aware of the existence of this address, but you still don't know how to get there. Now that leads to the third stage of conscious and competent. And it's a crucial stage because that's when you take the action. Do I want to become competent at something? You're going to have to start somewhere. So someone maybe is giving you some directions how to get there, or you look into a GPS and now you start the process of getting more competent and how to get to this location without any help. And if you keep doing this over and over and repeating a lot, you can get to a point that you become unconscious and competent. You've been doing this so much, you start to become so competent that you don't even think about it. For example, for a personal example, at one point in my life, when I was a kid, I didn't even know the existence of United States. And I didn't know about the English language. I didn't know anything about it. So I was unconscious and incompetent. And when I learned about it, about the United States, I became conscious and incompetent. I knew that the country existed. I knew that they spoke English, but I was incompetent. And when I was 12 in school, they started teaching a little bit of English. So I started, even though it was a low level, I started my process of becoming conscious and competent. And with time living here in the United States now for 18 years, I got to a point that I'm unconscious and competent. When you start learning a language and you start to dream the other language, you know that you're becoming unconscious and competent. So now think about in the Jiu-Jitsu context. At one point, you didn't even know about the existence of Jiu-Jitsu. You were unconscious and incompetent. And then finally, when you found out about it, like, oh, okay, now I am conscious and incompetent. I still don't know how to do Jiu-Jitsu. And the third stage, that's when you decide to join an academy and say, like, you know what? I want to learn more about this. I want to become not only conscious, but competent in Jiu-Jitsu. And of course, with time, you start practicing, you start feeling better. Maybe you've been trained for so long Then you got to a point that you are unconscious and competent. You do things you don't even realize in jiu-jitsu. Someone's passing your guard, automatically you're hip skipping and you're pushing away. You don't have to think so much, okay, my hip goes this way. Your body just moves. And this is with any type of knowledge or skill that you want to develop, not just in jiu-jitsu. You're going to have to go through these 4 stages of competency, of learning of any skill or knowledge that you want to become more competent or even more competent and confident. And I would like to ask you 2 questions for you to reflect on these 4 stages of the competency. And the first one is, how competent you'd like to be in jiu-jitsu or whatever skills you try to develop. And the second one is, why do you want that? Why means so much to you improving this competency level? Whatever your answer is, 3 key words will be crucial during this process. And the first one is focus. You have to stay focused on your task necessary to achieve your goal. Discipline. You have to be fully disciplined during this process, and consistency is key. And the third one, patience. Because if it was easy, everyone would do it. This process of strengthening this competence and confidence loop, it takes time. And here's the thing, regardless if it's a high goal that you have of becoming very, very competent in something, or maybe not as high, the 3 words apply the same way. The only thing they change is the intensity, or like what exactly you're looking for, what kind of success you're looking for, what kind of competency level you are looking for. So make sure that whatever decision you made, whatever answer you have, just do it for the right reasons. Don't do it to satisfy others, maybe to impress others. Just do it for you. Just follow your desire. Be authentic to your desire of why do you want to do that, regardless what others say. So 3 words to keep in mind no matter what: focus, discipline, and patience. Us.